wouldn't you know it, we are at the halfway point between episode 100 and 200. And completely coincidentally, this is the 30th episode to be based off of some sort of electronic game, meaning that it is exactly 20%. This was too great of an opportunity to give up. And not that long ago, I got back into playing Super Mario Odyssey after like a 6-year hiatus, and hot diggity bilby, is it good. Now, Nintendo Capri Sun actually did like a top 25 places he would sleep in Zelda games, which if you're gonna get creative with your top 25s or top 10s or whatever number, that's the way to do it. He did numerous spots from numerous games, but that's not what we're here to do today. We're going to be going over the entirety of one specific level from Odyssey and determining where the safest place to sleep out of that whole place would be. I picked the Cascade Kingdom, the second level in the game, to do this experiment. Not because it's my favorite area in the game, that would probably be the Luncheon Kingdom, but because the size and design is perfect for doing this experiment. Obstacles in places like the Metro Kingdom are laid out so similarly to how they would be in real life. Cascade Kingdom, on the other hand, can only really exist in a video game world, so this will be fun. I'm even going to be wearing a pirate clown hybrid costume for this, because why in the heck not? And there's really only two rules that I have. Firstly, no inner rooms. We can only pick a spot that's on the surface. This means no sleeping in the wall as 8-bit Mario. Sorry, we ain't going 80s for this slumber party, guys. And the second rule being, if you can reach there, you can sleep there. So automatically, that island that you see way up there does not count, as it can only be accessed via a different level. Anything else I should mention before we get started? No? Well, alright then. Let's kill the lights and get grooving. This is the map of the Cascade Kingdom, and we start our search in the bottom right. We take the first number of steps and find out that a small business is selling stuff to customers here. Quite clearly, we are not going to want to set up our tent and gear at a place where people are coming and going, so that marks that off the list. Another thing too, if you're not a motionless sleeper, then places with barely any room disqualify as well, as you don't want to accidentally squirm your way off the side of a cliff. Next we have a little waterfall. Now I'm going to assume you're not going to want to get wet while sleeping, plus it would be too noisy. Many people like to listen to sound machines emulating the sound of waterfalls, but if you were right in front of the massive Niagara Falls, then you would never be able to fall asleep. This thing would fill up 13,000 bathtubs in 1 second. And yeah, I know the fall in the Cascade Kingdom is nowhere near as big, but my point has been made. Waterfalls are loud. So we're just going to disqualify this little area right next to the stream. Next off we have... Yeah, a Tyrannosaurus occupies this chunk of the island, so we're definitely not going to want to sleep anywhere over here, or in this section here. Out of all places for a photorealistic T-Rex to be at in this game, this makes the most sense. I mean, the Wooded Kingdom, I guess, kind of makes sense, sort of. But the Metro Kingdom? Come on guys, you put a dinosaur in the city. But anyways, I'm not an expert with dinosaurs, but I believe they can't detect you if you're this far away from them. This of course is determined on the type of dinosaur, but T-Rexes, no man, they can't even see you if you're not moving, so what the heck. Which, you know what? This kind of leads us to our first sleeping spot that actually works. I mean, no businesses or hazards tucked back here, it works. Maybe not so much behind the stores, but further back from them. Yeah, I can see that happening. But we still have more of the level to go over, so don't get settled in yet. Normally, to get up to these two areas here, you'll need to go through the wall. Unless if you come back to this level after having beaten the game and you find these floating platforms, which you can just ground pound and jump and toss your cap and make your way up there. But awaiting you when you get to the top are chain chomps, so this section won't work out. Finally, we have this big area over here, and this is normally where you fight that giant bunny, but like I said, if you come up here using a different method after already having completed this level, then she will already have been defeated. I hate to be anticlimactic here, but I think that covers it all. You probably clicked on this video knowing it would be up here from the very beginning. But maybe not if you're not too familiar with this game, so hey, it still works out. No other spot works as well as this one does. I mean, there is the section where we started off at, which would work if the upper area and the area further behind the stores were occupied, but if they aren't, then yeah, the best spot to be snoozing is up here. And of course, this is only for this one medium-sized level. I'm not even gonna delve into any other areas in the game that could have a more suitable sleeping area. I apologize for this episode being kinda short, but hey, what can you do? So that was this episode, and I will see